Guten Morgen, guten Mittag und guten Abend. From wherever you may be in the world, from that opening, you know where we are. We're in Germany for the first of the 2 international rounds, Fredrik. We're at Oschersleben, exciting track. And as you can see, it's pretty grey, it's raining. Not the best weather for today, but it'll make the racing fun.
I mean, the weather spices everything up, doesn't it? I didn't know you were speaking German. I know you're...
A little bit.
I mean, you're from the Netherlands, but still, it's very close. Well done.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it's exciting. We're here for the first, like I said, of the 2 rounds of the international that we have. Second one is the Nürburgring next week. Looking forward to that. But first, we've got to come across this hurdle for the drivers, especially. First time they will go out on the wet. Predictions are that qualifying will be the only dry session. A few topics that we need to, of course, cover from last time. Elias Adestam winning the first race. Elias Nisja winning the second race. An amazing event last time, that must be said.
I mean, the first event at Falkenberg was a huge success for us. We've worked hard for a few months, I mean years I would say, to prepare and to get where we were at Falkenberg and to have beautiful weather, to have 2 amazing races. And I mean, the first race, I think it showed the world what electric racing and NXT Gen Cup is all about. And I'm also really proud of the drivers. I think they performed really well. They were, you know, leaving everyone room. There were 2 cars wide, 3 cars wide, and we've actually had reactions from all over the world telling us how amazing the races were. So that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it was, I think the first race we had the top 10 covered within like 8 or 9 seconds over a 15-minute race. Did involve a safety car. We might see a few here this weekend. It is a really tricky track. And, well, there is a certain former BTCC driver who's now a motorsports commentator who once said, we're not using the first corner, but who once said that the person who invented that first corner has to be taken to a dark room. Kind of beating about the head. Luckily, though, for the drivers, we're not using that variation of the track. We're using the Moto A course. Quickest lap around here, if I remember correctly, is a 1:15.050 set in a Dallara F3.5 car. So pretty quick. We're expecting about 152s, 151s this weekend.
Yeah, somewhere under that, I would say 148, hopefully 147, maybe. We'll see.
There we go.
We'll see. We did some testing yesterday just to look at the mapping here for the cars, and yeah, we have some good predictions. But the weather, though, we need to talk about the weather.
Yes.
Right now, it's rubbish.
Yes. Well, for the paddock, it is. Yeah. It's not great. It's not great.
Someone said we have to blame Ellis for the weather.
Yes.
I don't know why, but
yeah.
So I mean, tomorrow I think you have a very bad prediction. I'm hoping for sun. I vote for sun tomorrow.
I vote for some rain. I think it'll. You know what they say, rain is the great equalizer. Of course, everything is equal here already, but like they say, the gas will be closer in the rain. What have the drivers done today then? They've just been briefed. Of course, very important to know what's going on tomorrow and with the track. Something that is different, though, that they'll have to get used to is the fact that we use the international rules for the track limits, which means 1 tyre on the white line is within track limits. So, yeah, I mean, something to get used to for the drivers in Sweden. I don't know how it exactly is, but I think it's different in Sweden.
I mean, you can use the curbs,
yeah,
basically. 2 wheels or 1 wheel always on the track is what you need to have. But yeah, I mean, for our drivers, they are very young, very limited experience on a lot of them. And to come to Oschersleben in Germany for their second event, for a lot of these drivers, I think this is a really big thing. I mean, looking back at my career doing international races, it was obviously a massive thing. So we're happy that we can give them this, and I think they are nervous. From seeing what I've seen, they are very cautious, very quiet. I think it's a lot for them to soak in as well with the briefing you just mentioned. Yeah. Obviously our engineers is showing them with the data from yesterday, the onboard videos from yesterday that we produced, how to be quick on this track, and also all the new things they need to know and need to learn to be here.
Yeah, for sure. Let's have a little bit of a walk around the paddock. And as you can see, the pedal carts are here, as always. Behind us, the cars are being prepared for tomorrow.
We're charging.
Yeah.
We're charging the cars. So we actually the last 9 cars just arrived. It's pretty late.
They
in the
arrived
evening.
about what, 2 hours ago?
Yeah, exactly. At 6 o'clock, I think they arrived. So they were supposed to arrive this morning. So now we are actually charging all cars. So we wanted to wait until all cars were here. Obviously, we have our energy storages, the power banks from Vattenfall, and we've topped them up. They were full, and we wanted to test charge all cars simultaneously to be prepared for obviously the race days.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see if we can find some drivers though, because I think there are a few still here. They might be in the VIP.
Here we
tent.
have,
There's
here we have
Elias
one guy.
Adestam.
I think he looks eager to talk to us, to be honest.
And I told him to be waiting for us. Elias, coming into this round, winning race 1 out at Valkenberg, getting a penalty in the second round. Confidence though must be high.
Well, yeah, of course, you can only be so happy with the win, of course, and yeah, it was very unfortunate that I had an incident in the second race, and I think the penalty that I received was actually very fair, because what I did was extremely dangerous, and you need to set an example early for the rookies to not do the same as I did, so I think it's very fair.
Talking about the weather then, you've seen it all through today. Predictions is that it's going to rain throughout the weekend. You feel comfortable in the rain?
Well, I don't know yet. I haven't driven a front-wheel drive car yet in the rain, so we'll see tomorrow. But hopefully I'll be quick. I have some quite good experience in the rear-wheel drive cars, and just this recent week I went and won a few races in the rain, so hopefully we'll carry that speed over to the front-wheel drive cars as well.
Now the question for everyone. Do you prefer wet or do you prefer dry?
I'll still go with dry. We'll see after the weekend, but right now, dry.
There we go. Dry it is for Elias Adestam, winner of the last round. Race 1 at Valkenberg. Yeah, confidence he says is high for this weekend.
I mean, he looks confident.
Yeah.
He looks very confident.
As always.
And I appreciate that he actually took the blame for the incident that happened with Mons Tallin and Valkenberg. It's shit happens. You have to take it. You have to learn, gather the experience, and move on. I'm curious though. So last race he drove the beautiful Varta car.
Yeah.
Which car is he driving now? Do you know?
I think
we
if
need
we
to look for his
where
name.
he is, here he is, Elias Adestam.
Oh, Jesus.
Actually, between.
It's close.
Let's have a little peek around this corner.
Yeah.
It's the Asbos car.
So Oschersleben. Oh,
Yes.
that's nice. Looks good. Do you know what Oschersleben does?
No clue.
They're building houses.
Well,
Yeah, they're
I
producing
kind of gather from the name, but
bespoke houses. They also have a standard on their houses. You have solar panels.
okay.
So they are
Yeah.
really pushing for the environment, and they're a really good fit for what we do. A small family-owned company in the south of Sweden. So really happy to have them on board.
Yeah, for sure. Before he runs away, though, we have the humidity master, the man who knows all about the grass humidity, Elias Nisja, winner of the second race in Valkenberg, leading the championship as well, coming into this round. First question, of course, as always, we ask Elias Nisja, what's the humidity of the grass?
I mean, it's ridiculous. You could see it on the grass. You could see the moisture on the grass now. We're off the charts. We're past 100%. It's going to be pretty crazy. It's going to sit overnight, so it's probably going to stick for a long time. So we're going to have to see how it goes. Obviously, a little bit different style track here. We're pretty much surrounded by grass. It's mountains of it on the edges of the circuit, so it's going to stay pretty humid.
Someone told us you actually ordered the rain.
Yeah.
Is this true?
So
How do we cancel the rain and get some sunshine?
I said at the beginning of the week that I thought it'd be nice to have at least one day of rain. So I always am a fan of, a weekend where one of the days it's wet, the other day it's dry, mix it up a bit. I didn't expect the entire country of Germany to have an entire downpour of rain the entire, weekend. So I apologize to everybody in the Oschersleben area that is going to get the downpour of rain for the next 2 or 3 days. So, but it's fun. I like the wet. I think taking the tire gamble side of things out of it, that everyone's on one tire, I have no problem with it. That's the one sticking point I always hate with wet weather is just the gambling. So the fact that you just get to go out and drive, I'm all for it.
I mean, it hopefully creates some good racing and maybe some new other people up front. So I've talked to maybe all of the drivers, almost all of the drivers, and I think you're the only one with experience from the Oschersleben racetrack. Obviously, you're leading the championship. You're the favorite.
Yeah, I think it's definitely the position I would like to be in. I knew I wanted to come into the German, rounds back-to-back in a good spot in the championship because I think there's a lot of, opportunity to get some maybe breathing room. I think it's only a 4-point gap right now, so that's one pole position away from being tied up going into the first race. So it's definitely would like to have a little more breathing room, and I think now that we're a little more home court, a little more of a style that I'm used to, bigger circuits, a little more high speed, higher entry speed, a little more of that. I think it's going to be really exciting, and it's a good warm-up for Nürburgring. It's sort of a step in between. It's not quite as big. It's definitely bigger than what we've seen in the past with driving in Sweden, but this is definitely a really fun track for this car. Just watching the onboard, there's a lot of time to be gained with a lot of confidence, so not going to be too confident in the first laps, but definitely good to have some experience under my belt. It's sort of a flip from being in their home court and Valkenberg, so it's going to be good.
I mean, we're coming back to the other driver's home court after Nürburgring as well. So you have your chance now to get a gap in the points.
Score some good points. It's going to be good to be able to start, on the right foot to get ahead and already have some track knowledge of what works and what doesn't. So it's going to be good. Score some points and see where we end up by the end of this weekend and going into Nürburgring.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Thank you, Elias, and good luck for this weekend.
Thank you.
And make the rain go away, please.
I said
Make it go away.
My dream is that we'll have a wet practice in quali and a dry race, so that
Okay,
the first
that's
time we get it is in the race.
I'm game for that. I'm game.
There we
See
go.
what happens.
There we go. Also, he has a German racing license, so it's close to heart here, of course, in Germany. And
Exactly. He
is-
lives here.
Yes, and
He
is
lives in
also, I think, one of the only drivers with front-wheel drive experience. Of course, Clio
Exactly.
Cup,
Yeah.
the TCR
TCR,
that he
yeah.
drives. So yeah, he must be confident coming into this round.
What car is he driving?
He's driving the Hankook car, and he drove the Schön car, of course, last weekend at Falkenberg.
So he's representing the Hankook
yes.
colors this weekend.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course, that car was from Louise Larsen at Falkenberg.
Exactly.
So they've switched.
Do we have any other drivers here?
I think that was all. They've all gone home. I
We
can't
have one more.
see any. There he is. Yes,
Let's attack him.
yes. Let's attack him. He's looking on his phone, as always, busy doing other stuff. His dad
Probably
is
social media,
Yes.
building his profile, obviously.
yes, important. His dad is stickering the car as always.
Have we
Here we
approved
go.
this? Is this in the regulations? Are they allowed to be in here, or I don't really know.
He's got the guys from Bus Scooter Racing, of course, here to support him as well. Well, how are you feeling coming into this round, Graham?
Very exciting to be racing here, close to home. So
Yeah, I mean, how many hours was the drive from home to here?
5.
That's close.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
we had from the airport.
yeah, basically. So, of course, coming into this round, last time out was your first time out in a actual race car. You've had karting experience before. How was that for you?
Yeah, very good. It was very fun to drive the car and feeling how it handles. So very exciting for now, for the second race.
Are you happy with the results you did at Falkenberg?
Yeah, very good for my first race.
And the expectation now? It's a bit of a difference on the racetrack. It's bigger, it's faster.
Yeah, so
What do you expect?
more fun.
More fun. That's
Yeah.
good. We like that.
And, of course, you had the experience last time out. What was the thing that you had to get used to the most in this car?
I think the four-wheel driven.
Front wheel driven. Yeah.
Front wheel.
Yeah, I'm almost always in a BMW, so it's very different.
He's driving a lot at Zandvoort, for the people that, of course, watch Formula 1. Zandvoort, Dutch track. Well, what's the aim then for this weekend? I've heard from, some people that you like the rain.
Yeah, I like the rain, but sometimes it's getting a little bit difficult. But we hope to get first place, of course.
There we go.
That's
Aiming
good.
high, as always.
You need to
Yeah.
aim high. Well, good luck
Thank
for the
you.
races. And make sure your father is doing a good job.
I will.
Make
the
sure those
boss.
stickers are, perfect.
And obviously, Graham is driving the Arsus car.
Yes.
So Arsus
Like he did last time. He actually got
Exactly.
drawn. For the people who don't know how we do it, so in between, I think, race 1 and 2, on the Saturday this week, Sunday next week, that'll be done, because I think the cars won't be switched for the German rounds. We draw. We take ping pong balls into the occasion, and we draw a number first, so the racing number from the driver, and then we draw a sponsor or a car chassis number, and that decides which car you drive.
Exactly. And it's a way to eliminate that someone thinks that one car is better than
Yeah.
the other. And it also creates a rotation for the partners
Yeah.
we have for the cars. So actually, Graham is driving the same car. We
Yeah.
drew the same car.
Yeah.
And the Arsus,
Lucky.
the company was happy, Graham was
Yeah.
happy. It was a perfect match, I
They
think.
announced Graham's name, and I think I saw the guy from Arsus jump up in
Yeah,
his seat.
yeah.
He was super happy.
And Arsus also is supplying us with a live telemetry, actually. So we are sending data from the cars to a web platform where we can monitor state of charge, all the cell temperatures, battery temperature, motor temperature, whatever we want. So
Yeah.
it's a good way for us to monitor all the parameters while driving and also while charging, actually.
Yeah.
Because it takes time if you need to go to every car and check the state of charge. We
Yeah.
can just open the app and we can see everything. It's easy. Very good.
Right there at hand. Well then, I think that was most of the stuff that has happened today, of course, building up the tents, always, it takes a huge amount of effort. So thank you, of course, to everyone who's taken part in that and who's helped with that.
In the rain.
Yes, in the rain. It wasn't the best conditions. They've had horrible weather here in Oschersleben the 2 days before as well. I spoke to Danny, of course, who lives in Oschersleben, our e-safety guy. So he knows everything about this track, and he said that it was the worst weather he's seen in a long while.
And I'm really happy, Dan. We are not ending the Paddock Walk by being thrown out from
for
somewhere
once.
by Christian. So I feel good.
I feel happy. Ready for the weekend. Ready to go in punching. If you want to go in punching, like, subscribe, do all the good stuff. Thank you all for watching, and catch us tomorrow for another Paddock Walk. And where can you watch the free practice? Where can you watch the qualifying? It's all live on the NXT Gen Cup YouTube channel. Catch us there. Until then, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.